Good morning, friends, and welcome to another class. Today, we'll be looking at the atomic structure. So, first, by looking at what atoms are, all right. So, we've already established in previous videos that atom is the building block of element. So, if I draw this structure as an element with the following building blocks. So, the first building block is an atom. I have another atom again, atom, atom, and an atom. So these atoms join together as building blocks to form the elements. That's why they are building blocks of elements. In today's class, we are just going to look at that single building block, which is the atom, and look at how it is structured. So another slide, we have an atom, and we're going to look at the structure of this atom. Now, the atom is made up of three main particles. So we have protons, we also have neutrons. Then finally we have electrons, right? Now the protons and the neutrons are collectively referred to as the nucleons. And I believe they are called the nucleons because you can find them, the two particles, in the nucleus. Electrons, on the other hand, are found on orbit or on shells. Some people refer to orbits or shells as energy levels. Now, the protons, the neutrons, and the electrons are called the subatomic particles. So, when you talk about the subatomic particles, you are referring to the protons, the neutrons, and the electrons. So, at this point, we are going to look at each of the subatomic particles. We'll start with the electron. So, we have the electron. First, we look at where to find it. We've already established that we said electrons are found on shells, also refers to as orbits, and these two are sometimes referred to as energy levels. Let's look at their charges. Electrons are negatively charged. What about their masses? Electrons have what we call a negligible mass. What does this mean? Negligible mass simply means that the mass is so insignificant, very small, that it's closer to zero. But of course, it is not zero. In fact, the actual mass of electron will be 1 divided by 1840 atomic mass units. That's the actual mass of electron. When you divide 1 by 1840 with your calculator, you get the number very close to zero, but it's not zero. So that's how come the electron is said to have negligible mass. Very, very insignificant mass. Let's look at the second subatomic particle called the protons. So first, we've already established that protons are found in the nucleus. What about their charges? Protons are positively charged, right? And what about their masses? Their mass They have mass of 1 atomic mass unit. Alright, so these are the three main properties of protons: found in the nucleus, positively charged, and have mass of 1 atomic mass unit. Let's look at the third subatomic particle, the neutron. We've also established already that they are also found in the nucleus. What about their charges? They have neutral charge, which means that they have no charge, so they are neutral. And I believe that's where they got their name from. Neutron, neutral charge. What about their masses? They have mass of 1 atomic mass unit. Now you'd realize that the neutron and the proton all have the same mass of 1 atomic mass unit. And that's so because the truth is that the entire mass of the atom comes from the nucleus. In fact, the main contributors towards the mass of the atom are the neutrons and the protons. Although the electron contributes some amount of mass, that contribution is very, very insignificant. That's how come you describe the mass of electrons as negligible, very small mass. So I will need you to note that those subatomic particles in the nucleus are the main contributors towards the mass of the atom. They are neutrons and protons, and they each have masses of 1 atomic mass unit. So that is it for today. But before we end, let's try and put this into a diagram. So put the structure of the atom in a diagrammatic form. So we have first the atom having the nucleus like this. So we have the nucleus, and this nucleus has protons and it has neutrons. Then the atom has shells. Let me start with the first shell. On the first shell, you find some electrons. Here I've drawn 2 electrons on the first shell. Then let me draw another shell. I'll draw, let's say, 1 electron. So we have shells. So shell, you have electrons on the shells. So that's simply the structure of the atom. And it's as simple as that. Guys, I'll need you to share the video with your friends who are struggling with integrated science and mathematics. I'll be doing more of these videos, but I need you to subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. You need to encourage me to do more of these videos despite my busy schedule. Stay blessed and take very good care of yourselves. We'll meet again in the next video. Bye.